The Ntorq has gotten bigger. Yes, the TVS Ntorq now comes with a 150cc engine. So you have two options when you go for an Ntorq, a 125 and the 150. Because there's an embargo on our opinion about everything, today we are just going to tell you what all you get on the Ntorq 150 and what's different compared to the Ntorq 125. Quite a lot has changed on the 150. On the 125, you got a single piece headlamp with the T-shaped LED DRLs. Now you get these boomerang shaped LED DRLs on the 150. You also get winglets on the 150. The headlamps are now these projector bulbs over here, 4 of them. And the T-shape can be seen on the face right here and not in the headlamps anymore. You don't get a cowl on the 150. It's an exposed handlebar. But you had a cowl on the 125. The switch gear has been borrowed from the RTR 310, and even that 5-inch TFT display is being borrowed from the Apache RTR 310. You get a different design for the alloy wheels, and the size is the same as the 125. You get 12-inch wheels, both front and back. A lot of people were expecting this to have 14-inch wheels, but you only get 12-inch wheels over here. 100 section tire at the front, 110 section tire at the rear, the same as the 125. Even the brakes are unchanged from the 125. You get a 220mm disc at the front and a 130mm drum brake at the rear. Now let's take a look at the side. Over the side, you see it's quite similar to the Ntorq 125, but it has different body panels to make it look slightly different from the 125. However, the dimensions remain largely unchanged. The wheelbase is the same, the overall length is the same, the width is the same. The only difference is the overall height. It's lower by 44mm. Even the seat height is the same at 770mm. You get a fuel filler cap over here. You get some storage space over here. I'll get into that 5-inch touchscreen in a bit. Now you see even the exhaust is very similar to the 125, but it has more blacked out bits. When you come to the rear, you see a different shape for the LED tail lamps. It still has the T-shaped motif, but it's different from the 125. Even the indicators are different from the 125. Let's take a look at the display now. The Ntorq 150 is available in 2 variants. One without this TFT display and one with this. We have the TFT display, the higher end variant. So let's take a look at what you get inside all of this. Now obviously the Ntorq always came with 2 riding modes, street and race. And that's the case here too. You can in fact select ride mode inside the screen. You can check your trip details, vehicle control, you can turn off traction control if you want to. Connectivity, you can connect it with a smartwatch. And you have a privacy mode with do not disturb and incognito modes. You can change your vehicle settings. You can check when the service is due. You can check your performance record, where it shows you data like top speed, average speed, and your 0 to 60 kilometers per hour time. And it also shows you the software version that's there. You can also change how the display looks. You can have certain widgets come up on the screen. You can change the brightness. You can have it in night mode, in day mode, and you can set it for auto for whatever the time of day is. You also have a high speed alert. You can do a lot of things, and as a base you get an RPM meter, you get a speed indicator, you get odometer, trip distance, and a lot of things. If you want to change your race mode to street mode or whatever, you can either do that by going into the screen, or you can just press the up direction button, which changes these 2 riding modes. Now the most important thing that all of you have been waiting to hear. This is a 150cc engine, which TVS claims is new, but it's actually a bored out version of the 125. It's same the 3-valve engine that was there on the 125. This now makes 13 brake horsepower and 14.2 Newton meters of torque. TVS is claiming 0 to 60 kilometers per hour in 6.3 seconds, while the 125 does it in 8.3 seconds. I can't tell you right now about how it feels to ride, but I will do that in the review that goes live tomorrow. So stay tuned to Acco Drive to watch that. Don't leave before you hear the prices of the Ntorq 150. The base variant with the hybrid TFT LCD screen is priced at 1,19,000 rupees, while the top spec variant that I showed you is priced at 1,29,000 rupees. More on this in the review tomorrow.